Over the heart today. So I've got a giant heart model. Alright, so we're going to start off with, this is the right side of the heart, and this is the left side of the heart. This area up here is going to be the right ventricle, right atrium. This is the right ventricle, and on this side is the left atrium and the left ventricle. Now these two little pieces right here are going to be the auricles. Not an oracle, an auricle. Alright, this big one right here is going to be the aorta. This part right here is the arch of the aorta. And then these little things that come off, this right here is the brachiocephalic trunk, the common carotid artery, and the subclavian artery. Okay, and there's this little piece, sliver right here, that connects the aorta to the pulmonary trunk, and it's going to be called the ligamentum arteriosum. Okay, so this right here is the pulmonary trunk, and this part up here is going to be called the left pulmonary artery. Now, the pulmonary artery actually goes underneath here and comes out the other side, but we'll go over that when I flip it over and we go over the posterior. Okay, so this part right here is going to be the superior vena cava. And let's see here, let's go over this part up here. So, right here is the anterior interventricular artery. This point right here at the bottom is going to be called the apex, and it's going to be called the apex on both sides. Let's see. This blue right here is going to be a vein. It's going to be the great cardiac vein. This right... No, we don't have to worry about that, sorry. Let me see here. Over on this side is going to be the right marginal artery, this red one right here. This blue one is going to be called the small cardiac vein, right here. This right here is going to be the right coronary artery. And the groove that's right in here between the coronary artery and the auricle is called the coronary sulcus. Let me see. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over and we'll go over the back. Alright everyone, this is the posterior view. Now this piece right here is the inferior vena cava. This right here is still the apex. This is still the aorta. Let's see here. This right here is going to be called the coronary sinus. This blue vein right here is going to be the middle cardiac vein. This right here is going to be the posterior interventricular artery. This is part of the right coronary artery. This is going to be the left ventricle and the right ventricle, the left atrium and the right atrium. You see this right here that comes off of the sinus is going to be the great cardiac vein, which comes through the front. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's all for that part. I'm going to flip it again and we're going to go over like the middle section, like the upper section on the back. Alright everyone, I'm going to keep moving it around into different positions so that we can get everything that's in there. So we're going to start right here. These are the right pulmonary veins. This one on top is the superior right pulmonary vein, and this one is the inferior right pulmonary vein. This right up here is going to be the right pulmonary artery. And then again, our superior vena cava, and still our aorta. Flip it to this side. And on this side is going to be the left pulmonary artery. And right here are the pulmonary veins, the left ones. So this is going to be the superior and the inferior. And I think that covers everything. Alright guys, so I forgot one part. There's also these little pieces in here are called semilunar valves. And this one right here is going to be called the sinus of Valsalva.
Where's that?
Alright everyone, we're going to go over the inside of the heart. So I've taken it apart, and this is going to be the left atrium, and the left ventricle. This is going to be the right atrium and the right ventricle. So right here is going to be the left atrioventricular valve, which is also called the mitral valve. This is going to be the right atrioventricular valve, which is also called the tricuspid valve. Now these little cord-like things that come off are actually called chordae tendineae. And these little pieces it attaches to are called papillary muscles. And now I'm going to go over the different layers of the heart. The endocardium is going to be the smooth inner surface of the heart chambers. Then it's going to be the myocardium, which is the middle layer, which has cardiac muscle cell, and it's what makes the heart contract. Then we're going to have the epicardium, which is this part out here, which is the serous membrane of the smooth outer surface of the heart. And then there is a fluid sac that encases the whole heart, which is called the pericardium. Right, and I think that covers all of it.